One of my first game, Gravity Bridge, I thought doing user equation is a crime. My father used to tell me one thing: we are a family of 4. Consider as the tires. One tire got punctured, it slows down everything. That doesn't mean you're stopping. Raji is the finest hit in India, bro. There is no questions.
There's a game which is on PC and console. It's done good. 100% made in India and it's published out for the global market.
18 we released the game. We made in 2 months we made somewhere around 6 to 7 lakhs. I thought like so many publishers approached us. We never gave it because these guys will not do anything. I can do it something like. And Cheetah Mobiles approached us. They offered us very good minimum guarantee. They promised us a lot of things. Blindly we went. From there to we end up selling 1.47 million. Developer moms and dads, the parents. One trust, one push. Pat on the back. A non-gaming guy came here talking on the podcast. If someone is desperate to make a game, be there with them. I was in ICU, bro, in November 2020. First wave. I thought it's done. The COVID moment changed my perspective. It's not everything about money. I learned the difference between fun and happiness. Thin line. Happiness is different. Fun is different. Now my only aim is trying to find happiness. Share the happiness. Happiness makes memories.
Yeah. Happiness can bring tears to you. During that time, when you, every damn password that you ever had, you wrote down on a paper and you gave it to your wife. My little brother from another mother, Deepak Gurijala from Streetland Games. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for inviting, brother.
How do you feel, man?
It's first of all feeling great early in the morning, coming to this room like it's another level, no? Most of my favorites are on the wall. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's a mix of everything that I love personally.
Yes, this is one of your first games, Skatelanders, and it's an upcoming game. And Last of Us, you told many times about that Shawshank Redemption, Max Payne. We spoke a lot about Max Payne, right? And your favorite is Sachin Tendulkar and this Mario. What a collection, man. You mixed movies and everything, entertainment at one place.
Yeah,
Crazy.
movies are entertainment, bro.
Yeah.
Movies, films, sports, everything is entertainment.
I became a fan of you for your the drama and acting way before than your gaming stint, right? That I'm a huge fan of that.
Man, it feels very awkward because you don't stop, bro. You keep on talking about these things and I sometimes wonder what is so special about this brotherhood that we have.
Yes.
That just a small plug-in before we start, right? This guy, this is the third episode that we are shooting for this podcast, and this guy flew from Hyderabad to Bombay for just 3 hours to record this. What is so special about our brotherhood that you do all those things?
I don't know. It's very. I mean, and you watch this One Piece anime, right?
Yeah.
Right. Three guys just they cheers that sake glasses and they think they are brothers, and they give their soul out. Something like that. You just can't go out and call anyone as your brother, right? You were there for me whenever I needed, right? I was your junior, but you always kept me as your equal. Like you are the guy. You will be there, right? And whomever came to you for asking for help, you never shut your doors. You were there. That's brother. Right.
All right, man.
And that's very few people in the industry. Randomly we call, we say like, "Hey bro, what's going on? What's this? That company is making that game. Have you seen this trailer? That trailer." But for both of us, where you went, bro? Which country? Huh? What's happening at home? What's your food dinner? This is what the conversation happens. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool, man. A lot about me, which I didn't want to start this podcast.
A lot of people doesn't know about that, so I have to tell that, right?
Cool. Let's talk about you, man. I'm very curious because we know each other for what 8 years.
7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years, right? But we never got a chance to actually sit and discuss about the past or how it all started. We know the daily struggles, we know what we are doing, what we are trying to achieve, all the ambitions and all that stuff, right? But it's new for me also to understand a lot better Deepak Gurijala. So let's start with how it all started for you.
It's going to be very very, very simple answer where all your freshers, all the students give you an answer while you're in interview.
Yeah.
That like, I love gaming, sir. That's why I came into the gaming. Right? Same thing. I love gaming.
Yeah.
I absolutely fall in love. And
Was this from the beginning?
was from the beginning. I have a huge collection of all this arcade, 64-bit game cassettes. Imagine you having 300 different cassettes,
Oh wow.
right? And I have 50 plus one-in-ones, right? I have a very good collection of, all this, 64-bit games and Game Boy. I have a good collection.
Dude, you should actually put that out. I've never seen that on social media also.
I don't know, I'm slightly shy. I write books too, but I'm shy. I don't put everything out, that's me.
Yeah. And those are the times when you played those cassette games.
Cassette games, yeah.
And how did it turn out into a profession eventually?
So basically, I'm an automobile engineer,
Okay.
right?
That's
So I'm a South Indian.
okay.
South Indian moms and dads, especially moms, they'll ask you to go to engineering, go for and do something, right? That's how it happened in my place also. But somewhere down the line, gaming was there. I joined a company. I was, as an automobile engineer, joined in Apollo Tires. Then I came into IT sector.
Okay.
Then one fine day, I had I-20s for colleges in Tier 1 colleges in USA. I applied for MBA.
Which year was this?
In 13-14, around that time.
Okay.
13, yes.
Okay.
It's been 11 years in the industry for me. That time, I was thinking, if I go to MBA, I'll be spending 50 lakhs to 1 crore,
Yeah.
2 years, and
Then you have to stay
then you
there.
have to stay there, pay the loans, and you'll settle there,
Yeah.
right? But if with a limited budget, what I had was 45 lakhs, thanks to my parents and little of my savings. If I started, 2 years I'll do it. The 2 years experience I can get, I can make it big, I can make it nothing,
Yeah.
right? And all thanks to 4 young guys back there who were my Dota teammates making a small
You used to
game.
play Dota.
Yes, I played
You
Dota.
still play?
I left it last year. I'm sad to say that. I played it for almost 17 years. Dota Garena till now with 18,000 hours. It's humongous.
Dude,
So, yes.
that's like very close to people who hustle to get into the professional.
Yes. In college days, you have a Kurkure on the Mountain Dew on the left hand, Kurkure on the right hand, the same Kurkure, stuff on your mouse.
Yeah.
You play for 36 hours, 37 hours, land between this floor and the other floor and other floor, right? We all have it in the same land. We keep playing. It's fun.
Damn.
Yes. So that's how I started this. I came into the gaming only with one agenda, that with the low cost, high quality games from India to the world, right? That's one simple agenda I came up with. I had so many thoughts.
So you're saying you were deciding to go to US for higher education.
Yes.
But then you dropped that plan
Yes.
and you stayed in India.
Yeah.
And you directly started a company, or you worked for any company before?
I worked for Apollo Tires and I worked for
as a game developer. Or
not game developer.
Nothing.
So that's what I started this back in 12 and 13. I helped 4 guys who were my teammates. They made a game called Zombie Run.
Okay.
They didn't had some money, so I sponsored them money.
Okay.
A little amount only, 5,000 to 10,000 only. Next day they put their in their website, they made me MD. I was like, okay. Within 2 months they all broke.
Okay.
But that ignited me so well. There is a lot of scope.
Yeah.
Why these young guys are going off? What if I start with these guys? But I ended up taking only one guy from that because all of them broke.
Yeah.
With only one guy, me and that guy started this Street Lamp Games.
Got it.
That's how it went on.
And this was in 2014.
Around 14, 15 years.
Dude, this podcast thing, no, it's so interesting because, and specifically for the gaming industry today, almost everybody, at least 90 99% of the founders that I spoke to, the entry points of all these founders today, very unique. And then you understand the butterfly effect. That happened, and then this happened. Because of that, this happened, and all that happened, and then eventually he started a company.
True.
Happened with everybody.
True.
So very simple. And the beauty of this podcast is I get to listen to these stories firsthand, and I also want people to know about the Indian gaming industry and how people actually started, because today we have a lot of colleges and
Sure.
information out there on YouTube also.
True.
But during our times, it was all butterfly effect. You
Absolutely.
had to be somewhere, then you got into this stuff, right? Same with me also, man.
Absolutely, I believe in that butterfly effect. I mean, one information that no one knows, I'll give it to you is a lot of people think that I started my company in Guntur, but I started in Nellore. So that I ran it for 1 year. Then I moved to Guntur. That's where I became famous. They called Guntur Boy,
Okay.
made it international. And from there to Hyderabad, no, almost all the studios knows me in the Hyderabad. Guy from Nellore. There, butterfly effect. Yeah, I believe on that.
But tell me something. Comparing both the towns, right? Guntur and Nellore.
Nellore, yes.
Which one is what do you call smallest town among
Now both are similar to near to city, but they are very big towns.
Okay, big towns.
Big
yeah.
towns.
So you don't consider yourself as a small town.
You won't call, but like someone from Mumbai seeing Guntur, they'll call it a small town,
Got it.
right? What? Yeah.
Because I'm curious to understand this actually. I was in Mumbai. At least I was in Mumbai where people were making games. When I was trying to get into the industry, same difficulty. You didn't know what was happening in the industry, what are the domains, game design, game art, all that jack shit, right? But at least I was in Mumbai where people were making games. In Guntur or Nellore, how did you actually, fell into the trap of stuff?
It happened. I mean, it generally happened. On top of that, we were after the newly formed state, Andhra Pradesh, when Telangana Andhra Pradesh broke. We are the first studio to be in Andhra Pradesh. So technically, it's not Guntur or Nellore. No one is there in Andhra Pradesh making some games.
Okay.
Right? It's all about like same as you and I. We both watch that YouTubes. Oh, we need to do this. I for one of my first game, Gravity Bridge, I thought doing UA, user acquisition, is a crime. But there is no one to give me advice, no? Back in 2014, I mean, like 13, 14, no one gave me an advice. Like, I thought, like, I have money. I can put some 20,000, 50,000 onto UA, Google ads and push that game. No one gave me advice.
Yeah, it was very scary because I remember you mentioned Skatelander. It was the same time.
Same time, yes.
2014, I think 15.
15.
Early 15, we launched Skatelander. And we had no clue that you needed to do user acquisition for your game. You had to speak to the Google Play and Apple App Store guys to get your editorial feature. We were like, game dal denge. It'll go up and it'll climb the ranks and it'll get featured. And we'll make millions of dollars. Like every other person that is today also they have the same mindset, right? If you knew everything, like during that time, although none of us had that idea, but what are a few things that you would you wanted that somebody would have told you at that time? While you're putting your first game, let's talk about the first game which you mentioned.
It's a typical question, I would say. First of all, if someone gives me an advice, why you came to this gaming, it's freaking tough.
Yeah.
Learn something and come. Then second thing is that go out and speak to the people. There are so many seniors, right? Like you, there are so many seniors out there in the market. When you go to some events, gaming events, talk to people. So most of our game developers, 90% of us are introverts. What they will think.
Yeah.
Can I ask him? He's too big, Trust, I met, I mean, when we were in GDC 2018, I had this conversation with you.
Yeah.
It took me 2 years to talk to you, bro. I mean, first time I saw you were like, so angry, and I thought like he's not reachable until I reach you.
Yeah.
How you helped. There are, later on in my phase, there are so many mentors I had. But at that moment, one advice I wanted is, go talk to people.
Yeah.
No one told me that.
Yeah.
That is one advice. If I had it, I would have made some money at that time.
Absolutely, and I 100% relate to it because I wasted my first 3 years doing nothing like this. Exactly this, what you mentioned, right?
Yes.
2014 was a time when I just like I was kind of, I wasn't like introvert, but I didn't have balls to actually go to people, like, because at that time Anuj Tandon was killing it with Rolocure. You remember?
Yeah.
It happened. The IGDC happened in 2014 in Pune.
IGDC 14.
Yeah, and all these bunch of India Games guys on the stage, and I was very scared to go and talk to them. But then when I did, the whole trajectory, it just went really good for me.
I was scared to put my game in awards. Now I became head of awards at IGDC.
Crazy,
See, the thing is
crazy.
that I was very scared what people will judge my game.
Yeah.
We are in that phase, like, what others think, judgmental phase. I should leave that.
Yeah.
I don't want people to become extrovert. One advice I give to young guys is that be an ambivert. You can be introvert, you can be extrovert when it's required.
Yeah. But look at how things have changed for you.
Yes.
Getting being afraid to put your game into the awards at IGDC, and today heading the awards at IGDC for how many years now? 3, 4 years?
5 years.
5 years.
This is 5th year.
Crazy.
So from 2015 we didn't win. 2016 till 2019 we won 5.
Okay.
Even till today, I don't know what happens in November, but till today we are the highest award winning studio with 5 awards. Right? Then 19 they asked me to become a jury.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That year we both were juries.
Yeah.
You remember, with same category jurying indie. Then one of my mentor, Sridhar and Imtiaz, they asked me to, why don't you take it up? Because I end up winning Casual Connect Award also to London, right?
Yeah.
So I had little experience. I want some changes. So then I came into this. Right at the COVID peak time, we both hosted it that first year. Yes.
But like you mentioned a few games. What I remember is Bombarika. Talk about Bombarika, man. I want to know the journey and the feelings that you went throughout the development, and then we'll talk about the.
So many mixed emotions. First of all, I mean, that has put us on map actually. Without Bombarika, I'm nothing. Now 2022, 23, 24 people are recognizing Deepak. Back then, if I say, some people recognize me as a street lamb games guy, most of them recognize, hey, he made Bombarika. Or like, if I say I made Bombarika, oh, is it you who made that? That's how it happened. So initial thought was, we released few parts in PC. Then we really wanted to make a mobile game. I absolutely want unique content.
Yeah.
Then one local channel, a local news channel asked me for an interview. In the interview, they said, what is it? There is an app called Blue Whale, right?
Shit, man.
Yeah, they asked me directly. Second question itself, like, asked me, because of you guys, games like Blue Whale is coming up and you're ruining kids.
Yeah.
What you're giving, I mean, the games is required or not? I was like, what to answer? They didn't give questions, no. They was like, mind blown. Came back. It took me 2-3 weeks. How about taking a destructive element, but not destroying anything, saving people from the same destruction?
Got it.
What should I do? What if a house goes to poltergeist mode? You can utilize all the household objects, move the bomb out. Simple concept, but a lot of physics required. We were a young team. We struggled for 6-7 months. We were actually 2 guys. Then we became 4 back then. 4. Right? To prove the world, you can make it.
Yeah.
with a destructive element, you still can make a soft game,
Yeah.
right? Save the people.
Yeah.
And we made hardly 14 levels. We thought that is actually enough. That's 1 hour content. Let's go for it. Actually, it's not enough, but let's go for it.
Now
We released it,
Yeah.
right? In between, lot of issues, lot of design clashes. I mean, lot of things happened, but we released it.
Dude, the best thing about the game that I remember is the art style.
Yes.
And it was at the right time. Because that was the time when, all these games, Alto's Adventure,
Yes.
um,
Journey, first
Beautiful
part,
Monument Valley.
Monument Valley.
They were
And
coming
Touch
out.
Arcade mentioned our game is very near to Monument Valley. That was the moment I was like, tears were rolling out like, fuck man, these guys. I thought they'll give 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5. He gave 4.8 out of 5. Some people give 9.8, 9.5. And there are people who gave 5 out of 10 or 4 out of 10 also. That's both ways.
Mix.
But people who loved, they compared the art style with Monument Valley,
Yeah.
right? I was like, wow.
But that was a beautiful timing actually because those years, 2014, 15, 16, it was crazy. Man.
Crazy.
It was fucking crazy. I remember a few things about the Statelander also happened. Like same thing happened. Touch Arcade posted an article saying that Crossy Roads meets skateboarding into new Statelander. Oh,
Nice.
what a moment, man. What a
Very similar time Crossroads was released, 6 months before.
No, it was
That's
100% inspired art style.
from Crossroads.
Yeah, from Crossy Road, and we are very open about it. Like Crossy Road released in November in 2014. This released in February or March 2015. Fun fact is, the last 15 days of the development of Skatelander, the guy who made Crossy Road, Andrew Sum and Matthew Hall, right? Andrew Sum helped me improve my game for the last 15 days.
That's crazy.
Because he read the articles on Touch Arcade and Facebook. But there was a group, game developers group on Facebook, indie game developers.
Yes, there are
So
so
he
many.
saw that
factories.
video. He messaged me saying that it looks beautiful. I want to help you. I was like, what is happening in countries outside India? Because in India, I know I can name a few people, but I don't want to, who told me that I had a contact of Apple, but now he left a week back. Like people who were scared of sharing the Google Play and Apple contacts in India, and here an Australian guy who made $50 million from a game is ready to help me improve my game. That was the major mindfuck. Like I was like, India में क्यों नहीं हो रहा है ये collaboration? And that was a
True.
beautiful time, man.
And I didn't think that. I used to think it only happened to me. I asked like 2-3 guys. They said like, hey, he knows that his game got featured, but he didn't give me the number. I felt like okay, fine. But Bombarika got featured in 120 plus countries
Yeah.
without actually like approaching them.
Yeah.
It got picked. I mean,
Yeah.
thank God. I was
Crazy
happy.
times. Crazy
Yes,
times.
yes.
Bombarika, I got to know when it got released and everything. But like you said, right, you never came out in the picture. You were not in the limelight. I actually played the game before, and then I met you for the first time in GDC, the same GDC
Yes,
that you
yes.
mentioned, right? And I actually want to put this also because you mentioned about our first interaction. When I met you for the first time at GDC, right? It was a normal interaction. It was
Yes.
like because I think at that time I was going mad because I wanted to get something done at GDC and I was running for meetings and all that.
I still remember.
stuff.
From this end to what is that game connect event? Game connection or game connect?
Game connection, yeah.
Game connection. GDC is this side, game connection is this side. I keep seeing you. This guy is watching this side. Okay, game connection. Half an hour later, he's coming this side. Oh, there's a meeting. This is going this side. I saw you hustling around. Wow.
Yeah, but I actually want to mention this because it means a lot to me. I got my tickets to GDC very late, and I wasn't able to book my room in the vicinity near Moscow Center. And unfortunately, I had to book like a place which was 40 minutes away from, or 30 minutes away, 40 minutes walk actually. And I'm shit scared of
Via
the
Tenderloin.
night vibe of US,
Yes.
specifically San Francisco.
Yes.
Crazy people, right? I remember twice, and I was always short of cash at GDC. I remember this was the first time we met, but you booked Uber for me twice when we actually didn't know each other that much. But because I was scared, and your hotel was close to Moscow and mine was, I was scared to just walk, and I didn't have cash. I remember you booked my Uber twice, and you didn't even mention that the next day and all that stuff.
Why to mention? It's the basic respect we should give to elders, seniors in the industry. That's a very, very basic respect we should do. And someone is foreign, we should take care. Why to mention about it? That's not help. That's a basic duty. That's a basic stuff we need to give. That's how we build brotherhoods.
Yeah.
Right. That's simple.
Means a lot to me, man. I don't forget these things. Like smaller gestures, right? Means a lot to me. And I think that is also one thing that I wanted to talk about your studio's DNA, because starting with this one thing that I have observed in the overall industry, you are one of the calmest and the youngest founders. And trust me, it's a very lethal combination. Because you'll never see, like the younger founders, you'll always see disrupting. They'll always be under some delusion that if I shout, if I scream at people and get my work done, I'd be the next Steve Jobs. They have that delusion, right? I've seen you from the start, one of the calmest and the youngest founders. How has that, why and how?
Technically, past teaches you something, right? End of the day, everyone is human. You asked, what is it, core DNA, right? Simple words, I should say that, I consider my team as family. I keep telling that it's a family, right? You came into that, it's your first day, I'll say welcome to the family. I'll never mention their employees, they're team members, all right? When you put that in their mind or my mind, then it will get automated, first of all.
Yeah.
Because everyone takes ownership. Because I believe he'll do it. 90% my boys, most of the time, we are excellent at doing some job, but we're excellent at delaying things also. Right? We delay a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't mind.
Yeah.
I tell one thing, even if I lose 1 lakh or 2 lakhs, the first mistake, anytime, any day, the first mistake, I'm fine. It's common. But remember that if you do the same mistake again, that means you're doing something wrong. Do the second mistake again, that should be unique mistake. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Do 10 mistakes, unique mistakes, fine. That means you learned something. That's your experience. Right?
Yeah.
And final point, being a family, you're holding someone. If someone is down for 1 month, he didn't come to office, his work is not done, someone will come up, take it up. Someone will understand, okay, or if I don't do this job, it might affect my other family member.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I think that also helps you in a long run when you want to build a great company. Because if you have, as an employee also, if you have that mindset of being an employee, you will never go far. You definitely make money by jumping from company to company, but making money and making wealth are two different things.
Sure.
And I think the mentality or the DNA that you are talking about, we also share something similar, and that I think helps people to think about long-term goals, think about how can they, because today, I was also mentioning this to Rishi the other day, the industry is at a very nascent stage. We need people. We don't need employees. We need people
True.
who can, replicate our skill sets, become the pillars of the company, and then they can scale up the company even further. I think that's something that you are also
Yes,
inclined
yes.
towards.
My father used to tell me one thing. We are a family of 4. If consider as the tires, if one tire got punctured, what happens? It slows down everything.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're stopping. The other 3 tires will keep moving, but it gets slowed.
Yeah.
So together, as that, we go forward.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I believe in. And on top of that, initial first year, especially first of 3.5 months, I was a bit furious. I tell this, I want this, I'll keep telling like I want magnanimous kind of a stuff.
Yeah.
Later on, I realized, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm unnecessarily putting pressure on them. You need to understand the skill set of your teammates before telling a GTFI idea,
Yeah.
right? Because everyone comes with a dream to make a
Open world GTA.
open world GTA, or like it's a truth.
AAA.
Truth. Only gutsy people like now Nikhil, he has guts. He's doing it. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
But not it's everyone's cup of tea,
Yeah.
right? And on top of that, if you think them as your employees only, you'll keep showing the finger. That's wrong. You have to do this. You have to do that. What happens? 2 days work gets extended to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Give them work. Just leave them off. Instead of 2 days, it will be done in 3 days.
Yeah.
1 extra day.
Yeah.
Some mistakes will be there. Sit with him. Hey, if we put this in this color, it will be nice. Most of my games, if you see, there is a teal color. I love teal.
Yeah.
Bombarika, Cubot, everything teal.
Yeah.
That's my touch. Every artist will have their touch. My touch is teal. I tell that like if you put it, it'll be nice. My team will, it's not good. Trust me, please put it. Okay, it's that. Making them come into your line. Syncing with them first, then making them come back. That's all it matters.
Got it.
You cannot put anyone into, you come into this. 5 days later, he'll leave.
Yeah.
Who's at the loss? Both of us are at loss. Don't make sense.
Absolutely.
Last year, how many companies are closed? You told like how some founders, in our groups also, there are many founders are being very toxic. Very, very toxic. And they'll preach how to be. But if you ask their employees, they'll tell.
I know who you're talking about.
There are many. We talk, but there are many. And we're actually helping these founders, telling them to cool down.
Yeah.
Right? We don't name them, but like we both are doing it to quite a few founders, like helping them like cool down. We can do it. If it's 1 or 2 months delayed, it's okay. Let's release. Let's make something big.
Yeah.
There is a random founder made an amazing game just because he outburst in that company. You guys laid off and game died.
Okay.
80% ready game was dead. Don't do that. Be patient.
Coming back to Bombarika, I want to know that moment when you realized that this game is achieved what you wanted. Also tell me, how did your family reacted to this?
So many emotions, man. I mean, initially I thought, see, I'm a creative guy. Winning some awards, recognition matters. Initially, when I released the game, May 18, we released the game. We made in 2 months, we made somewhere around 6 to 7 lakhs. I thought like, yeah. So many publishers approached us. We never gave it because these guys will not do anything. I can do it something nice.
Yeah.
And Cheetah Mobiles approached us. They released one of my favorite games, all-time favorite games, is Piano Tiles. So I didn't think I think through. They gave us very good amount of minimum guarantee.
Big, actually.
It's a $2 billion company in China, right? They offered us very good minimum guarantee. They promised us a lot of things. Okay, blindly we went. They told a lot of changes. They asked 20 more extra levels. All good. From mere 1,000, 2,000 downloads, a $2 game, by the way. It's a premium game, right? From there to we end up selling 1.47 million copies,
Wow.
right? And awesome part is that you know how many people in India bought the game? 72 people, bro. And out of the 34 are mine. We need to buy it and give reviews, right? That's a fact. Right. People now, a lot of people are talking about Bombarika 2018 is one of the highest revenue generated game. But fact is, very few people bought. The truth is, I spoke to 1,000 people, different people. They everyone told like, hyperrealistic this 1,000. At least I spoke 100 to 200 people. They're like, I bought it, bro. I bought it, but they don't know that we can see analytics, right? We can see which city also technically. They'll say, I bought it. Trust me, I bought it. But it was a biggest hit in China. It got featured 14 times in China alone because of Cheetah, thanks to them. But it's a sweep hit in Europe. It didn't work out that much in USA and India. But it is a biggest sweep hit in what you call UK, Germany, Nordic market, and China.
Got it.
Never imagine, bro, that numbers. I became a millionaire, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to know. Are you comfortable talking about the numbers?
What
For Bombarika?
It's a 50-50 deal.
Yeah.
So technically, they give us in an Excel sheet.
Forget about what you made. Like what did the game make in total in revenue?
To be precise, it is around 2.7 or 2.65 or something around that. They never shared us some third-party sellings what they sold. It is only from Google and Apple, and it's mostly Apple only because Google it got banned. They got banned by Google Cheetah Mobiles.
Yeah.
So it's
like 2.6 million.
Yeah, but that's not. Don't think that 50% is ours. They'll take away everything, and back then it is 62 rupees, I guess, per dollar.
Yeah.
You can imagine that. That's the numbers. You can get.
But you spoke about the numbers in India were very low. What is your opinion on something like that if released today? What would be the growth?
It's repeating same thing again.
Okay,
this year, 2-3 games are released. Very good games. I really don't want to name the game names, right? I don't think they made anyone bought from India, right? I mean, people even they bought. It's not like something what US or European people are buying it, right? Some games like it's okay to name Brocula, Palace on the Hill, Fears to Fathom. They're excellent games. One of the beautiful games made from India, right? It is sometimes tough to sell in India with certain price ranges. We're still in a market like where we want to play battlegrounds, right? Let's try it for free, enjoy, indulge. We still worry about the day 30. After day 30, day 60, then they'll think, okay, I like this game. Okay, we'll spend 10 rupees, 100 rupees. That's a fact.
Do you think Raji could have made more?
Raji is the finest hit in India, bro. There is no questions, right? Wherever they put their fingers, they're successful, right? And until Abhichal comes out and tells the numbers, we'll never know the actual numbers. But it is a hit. As per our analysis and studies, we understood that it's a very sweep hit. They made really good enough in Switch, if I'm not wrong. Abhichal, please correct me if you see this. And but Switch was a sweep hit, and Netflix. I mean, great content.
Yeah.
Now people are representing. No, Raji is representing. It's put us on a map.
Hands down, because there's a game which is on PC and console. It's done good. 100% made in India, and it's published out for the global market. They recently posted like 2 million copies that they sold overall.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean
it's
a great start for India,
Yes.
very honestly, and I think the numbers we can hope that the numbers grow in the coming years.
2 million is not a small amount. People I believe with this podcast will be watched by so many mobile gamers or free to play developers will watch it. they'll only aim at 10 million, 100 million. These numbers will satisfy them.
Yeah.
But trust me, in PC market, console market, or any premium segment, by any chance, if you reach 250k downloads,
Yeah.
it's a $10 game or $20 game.
Yeah.
That's humongous.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually for PC, like a 8-10 hours game, people actually have that benchmark of say 200k to 300k installs or copies sold is like a break even, almost like a break even for a lot of them, because
If it is a AAA game, but
Yeah.
normally for an indie game, it's not a break even. He
It's
becomes
profit.
freaking rich. Fact is that he'll become rich. That's it.
crazy. Yeah, but you didn't mention about how your family reacted.
What can I say? Actually, my family reacted well before all this, but they're ultra proud. What else they can say? My dad still, even till today, he'll keep his collar like this. My son, he's the CEO of that company. He made that. He won that award, right? And Bombarika, basically, they didn't talk much about how much money I made.
Yeah.
They believe I'll survive. But my family felt very emotional when I won Casual Connect Award.
Let me cut you. That is one of the most prestigious award that very few Indian companies have got.
I'm the first Indian to get it.
I was coming to that. You were one of the first ones, or the first ones who actually got it. Actually, there were a couple of smaller games which got some accolades at Casual Connect.
No, so many
Because
guys
Auto
got
also-
nominees.
Yeah.
Very, so many guys have got nominees. If I'm not wrong, one guy won some innovation award, some different department, but mobile gaming, the major award,
Yeah.
is something as we got it in 2019 in London. And that was the 26th edition of the Casual Connect.
Yeah, because I went to Casual Connect in 2015 with Skatelander.
Yes.
We were the top 3 nominated best game art at Casual Connect Singapore. I saw the hugeness of that event, and before that I only attended IGDC. Comparing that with Casual Connect was huge, and
Yes.
so many international people actually showcasing their games and all that. And then I come back a couple of years later, you win the main award, which actually we were trying, to get.
You know
Actually
that
crazy, bro.
that game was nominated for 6 different categories out of 10. I was like, I didn't think that I'll be nominated. First of all, I didn't think I'll make top 100. I should thank IGDC for that,
Yeah.
where I won an award at IGDC. I thought like, okay, we won India, may people liked it. Why not put it in some other awards? Let's put it.
Yeah.
We randomly put it. They said like, I got a mail that like, we are giving you a hostel accommodation and 2 tickets and a table at Casual Connect. No flight tickets, but these are the things they said. Like I was excited. London ka tickets, I booked it and I went, because table at London, it's something huge, right?
Yeah.
I went there, and second day morning, someone came and told, hey, you are nominated. They won't tell nominees. Unlike IGDC, we tell 1 week before, right?
Yeah.
They'll tell it in second day if you visited there. Out of 100 finalists, out of 4,000 games applied,
Yeah.
they told you are nominated. Okay, I stood in the line. It's a huge line to auditorium. I sat in somewhere in the back. I was seeing, okay, nominated, no, some best art probably. First, it was best innovative came around. I was like, I might win. I didn't get best art, best gameplay, first best family game. Then last 6th one, best mobile game of the year. I was like, Pakka I'll not get. All 5 gone. In one of the category, there is not that great competition. Still we lost. I was like, I won't get. Then she was like, she didn't even spell Bombarika. She said like, Bombaya. I was like, what? It's me. That was a crazy experience. They gave champagne in my hand, which I always saw it in a movie, and they gave, I don't know how to open. She came and opened it. She gave it, and end of the day, it tastes like piss, a 2,000 pound wall. So that was a amazing experience.
Yeah.
And the next morning, it came in London newspaper. Unfortunately, it didn't come in any Indian
Yeah.
papers.
Obviously.
So that's where my mom, very rarely I see teary eyes. My cousins, My friends seeing that crystal award, God, that feeling, that day I felt like,
Yeah.
kuch kar diya yaar.
Yeah.
Money also, I'm telling you, right? Bombarika made that much money. I'm settled there, career wise. But that award,
Yeah.
man,
Dude, when I talk about that money versus wealth, for me, this is wealth. Like this combination of all of this, is wealth for me. That feeling of having that award and seeing your parents or family proud of what you're doing is the biggest wealth which anybody can actually experience. And throughout this journey that we were talking about, the employee versus family, you can only sense that, you can only feel that if you focus on that particular wealth and not on the money.
well, that's true, bro. But the thing is, one thing I learned in this, back then, I was a creative guy, right? It's about for me a good game and an award recognition. But now, when you have a bigger team, uh, it's business.
Yeah.
You make money, make a good game, make money. Award is an add-on.
Yeah.
That's going to put you on the map. Awards is that year. After that, next year, no one cares. No one remembers Bombarika unless in IGDC some friends. Fact is, no one remembers.
Yeah.
That's what I stopped giving speeches from last 2-3 years. I got a lot of offers, but I am not giving any more speeches. Even this IGDC, my partner will be giving speech behalf of the other company. Until I make another game, nothing. Just this podcast is for you. So that's what people needs to move on.
Yeah.
Make business, and something out of it. Put yourself up there, then go for awards. That's a maturity I understood.
Yeah. No, and this happens over the years. It wouldn't, you don't get everything right there in the first place. All of this maturity, this understanding comes with all the years that you spend, and every year you'll try, you have that ambition for one particular thing. Like at least ye mil jaye. All of this, when you grow, then there's like, okay, I won that for once, now I have to do something better. That's kind of pressure also. Do you feel that pressure sometimes, that you have to deliver great games, or is it just the creative person behind all those ideas that just want to make a game which you'll be very proud of on your deathbed?
No, that's what. That was a thought when I came into the industry, right? But now, when survival to fittest, that matters the most right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill my creative side. Still, even today, I get quite a few offers from services side. I get offers from hentai games, right? I get offers from so many things which I don't like.
Yeah.
So when you look at a businessman right now, I look at market trends, right? I might not take trivia games. I might not take some random genres. I'll choose like puzzle, okay, ideal, strategy, right? Some action adventure, which I can do.
Yeah, that's your strength.
That's my strengths.
Okay.
Now I'm putting it out on that, which is market is moving towards, where I can make some money. I'll be creative on those, right? Just because business, I won't do something I don't like. Just because I'm creative, I don't do random stuff which I really want to do outside the market trends.
Got it.
I need to mix. That's how mixing creative and business matters to the most.
Got it. How do you balance both the things, being creative versus focusing on the business?
That's what that's a maturity. That's an answer for technical. I would say how I balance. Nowadays, I'm not finding time for creative side. It's when you start looking at business, it's very tough to be a creative.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I take little time. I would say age is getting more. I mean, age is playing a big role right now. Instead of thinking in 2 minutes, it's taking me 2 days, 3 days. The delay is happening. Right. Balance is getting very tougher. I'm a family man.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot to look at the team, a lot to look at the finances.
And
right?
family.
What needs to be done. Creative is getting slightly slower, but you can balance.
Got it.
Still, I'm the only designer at the office.
Got it. What part does your family play into, whatever you are professionally today?
They're everything. I would say I would go a little longer on this question probably. Without them, I won't be sitting here doing something around it.
Yeah.
As I spoke, I was going to MBA and all one night. It's one whole night changed my decision. I told my dad. There are three people I want to talk about. First is my dad. I want to start a business. What is it? Gaming? I'll make games. Okay, you're a gamer. Go ahead, start. He didn't ask why MBA. Nothing. He said, "Let go ahead." He gave little money also, and my savings. He was the first investor technically. He told one valuable advice: you might fail in the process. When you fail, don't consider it as like end of the world. Consider failure as
The first
experience.
Good.
Restart again. Do it. Which parent will tell that? He said that. He said like he predicted that he might fail. Take it as an experience. Dad, I didn't fail.
Yeah.
I'm still moving on. So, and everything in the process is an experience,
Yeah.
right? But it's a valuable advice, and Dad trusted me,
Got it.
right? Then my mom, she was absolutely against me. You're leaving that 85-90,000 wala job.
Yeah.
Why you're starting a company? You're spending that, and all our cousins are in US. Why don't you go there, do that, right? She was very worried. All my relatives from my mom's side will be like, few of them. Or if you start business, you won't get married. It's
Yeah.
tough to get married. All this pressure, right? But my mom always supported me when I was playing games. When I was playing World of Warcraft or Dota, she still knows all the character names in Dota because she used to feed me with her own hand.
You told me.
Right?
about this.
She does that until I was married.
Yeah.
Right? She never stopped me from gaming. Even it's 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, she'll tell me, "Amma, please podko," which is like go sleep. She'll never pressure me.
Yeah.
But same person stopped me, don't do that. It's your career, don't do that. Go to foreign, earn well, be there. Typical South Indian mom,
Yeah.
right? She didn't believe me when I started it. It's been 3 months, 4 months. I released Gravity Bridge. And imagining that I'll make 1 crore, right? You know how much I made? $70.
70.
And Google didn't pay me because threshold is $100.
Yeah.
I went to bathroom. I didn't cry, but
That's
it's a
still
teary.
more money than a lot of founders' first game.
Yes. I was teary-eyed. I didn't cry, but it was very dull moment. But my mom came, sat next to me and told, it is not about the success. I was worried you will be like other business people who will start and leave like that. You will start something else, leave like that. I thought you might be like that. It might be a failure, but you gave everything.
Yeah.
You release in the market. You showcase your friends. You put it out. That effort. Now I know my son can do anything. She didn't say anything about my failure. She told me, I have I have jewelry. When you required, I'll put it out.
Yeah.
I have cash. I'll give it to you. Don't worry. Don't look back. Go ahead. I trust you.
Yeah. It's important to have that understanding.
Yeah. And mom, I never came back to you ask for money. I was there for you. I will be there for you.
Crazy.
Right? That should be there. Parents say, trust me, all these young developer moms and dads, the parents, if they give the little effort, a little one trust, one push, like
pat on the back.
one pat on the back. A non-gaming guy came here sitting with the great VAIBHAV and talking on the podcast, right? If someone is desperate to make a game, be there with them. Once VAIBHAV or Deepak can give so many pats on someone, so many backs, but that will only give one person of the push. But mom and dad, their push is something beyond.
Yeah.
Right? Third person, my wife. Crazy story. It's arranged marriage. Peak COVID time.
Yeah.
Peak COVID time. First wave, we got married. You will see a lot of alliances. You will talk to a lot of girls, and you go
the
there.
typical matrimony
Thing.
Yeah.
I only saw like few people. One of the first question after 2-3 of basic personal questions, I asked first question. Hey, I'm a business guy. There might be a chance it might go to zero one fine day. How would you react? What would you do? Whomever I spoke, they took 10 to 20 seconds time. They'll tell random. When you think, you get good answer always.
Yeah.
They'll think most of them are positive, few of them are negative. No, how it will happen? You'll do all this.
Also.
My wife jumped into like right away. I'm not marrying you because you're a business guy. First of all, I like the way you talk. I mean, as a person, it's about the person. Okay, if it goes to zero, you'll take little more time. You'll jump back. If that doesn't happen, I'm there. I'll go work, or we'll do some work. It is okay. It is not about luxury life. It's about happy life.
Yeah.
And from there till today, my wife asked me, "Hey, what happened? All good."
Yeah.
She never puts her finger in the business. She never told me, "Do this to do that." As a husband and wife, we'll fight, we'll have fun, we'll have love. Everything will be there. But when it comes to work, never question. When I was working, she never, even it's an emergency, she'll never disturbs me. But when I was sitting on PlayStation, Xbox or PC, broomstick only will fly. Yeah. She don't like me playing around because she thinks that making games is about playing games.
Yeah.
But when it comes to making games or designing something, she'll never disturb.
Yeah.
The support. I was in ICU, bro, in November 2020.
Yeah.
First wave. I thought it's done. I'm done. 2 months only, marriage life.
Yeah.
Hospital people told that not to stay. She didn't listen to anyone. She was there next to my bed. She sat there. She also got COVID, but still with her COVID, she sat with me.
Damn.
Right? Stood there. That moment, my marriage life, the COVID moment changed my perspective. It's not everything about money. I learned the difference between fun and happiness. Thin line. People think that fun is happiness. No. Happiness is different.
Yeah.
Fun is different. Now my only aim is trying to find happiness. Share the happiness. Fun you can get anywhere. Watching movie, playing game, anything.
Yeah.
Happiness makes memories.
Yeah. Happiness can bring tears to you.
Yes, exactly. That's what my wife became biggest strength. I don't know whether I really achieved a lot because of her.
Dude, I remember because you mentioned this COVID thing, right? I remember you telling me this thing last year itself, that there was a time in your life during that time when you wrote down all the passwords.
Yes.
Every damn password that you ever had, you wrote down on a paper and you gave it to your wife. I want to see, while I'm talking, I'm getting goosebumps about it because I totally understand you as a man. Okay, because I would do the same thing. What do you think was her mindset? Because or her reaction or her mental state at that time when you actually...
If I was non-COVID guy, she would have slapped me then and there. Because she was like, don't do this, don't tell me this, please be positive. I am being positive actually. If something happens, you just can't come to a podcast and say my team is family if you don't put efforts.
Yeah.
If something happens to me, someone should know the numbers.
Yeah.
Someone should put salaries. They have families to run too.
Yeah, that's business.
Company should go on. Company is not one person. It's a team.
Yeah.
My wife should be, something happens, family should be in safe position. I end something, no. That should go to family and team.
Yeah.
I gave every single password to her. Arey, please. I was not in a condition of 1 or 3 fever, I was like telling. She was like, you mad or what? Wrote and gave a slip and I gave a Dropbox car, everything. Please keep it. She was like, she doesn't remember that even now. I keep telling her, she'll never remember that because it doesn't matter to her. All it matters is me and my son for her. It's a crazy. Yes.
All right, man. That was more of Street Lamp Games. Tell me about the new venture, 1312.
1312 Interactive. It was me and Ravi Mantana have started this a few months back officially. It's India's first PC console publishing house.
That was much needed in India. I think you realized it on the right time because it, right? We've been talking about this for 2 years now. Nobody is doing that in India. All the bigger guys who could do that are not doing that, and eventually.
I told you this is my 7-year-old dream. I wanted Street Lamp Games to become that. Then I realized I needed some support, help, and Ravi came up with a different idea. Mine is a different idea. We all mixed both together and thought like, why not this? This is the right time. Trust me, 1 year down the line, there'll be more publishers coming up.
Yeah.
And the big guys, they have very big bandwidth to take care of very bigger games.
Correct.
They don't have bandwidth to take care of all the games.
Or indie games.
Yes, and it's all about business. Even for us, 1312, it's about business.
What is the goal with 1312? What are you looking at for the next 2 years?
See, the thing is, every year we want to release. First year we aimed at 4 to 5. Every year PC console. That's it. PC console. If that's a premium game, if it can be portable to mobile, we'll help it in mobile too.
Sure.
Every year we want to release 6 to 8 games on certain genres. That's a bigger aiming towards every game to be hit, which is slightly difficult, but we'll try to do our best to make that hit, getting certain numbers. That's the agenda for us. We co-develop with them, we help them. We doesn't make it look like India's finest. We want to make it global's finest.
Got it.
Right. And on top of that, 1312 is not only from India to the world, it will be world to world. Most priority from India.
Understood.
But
so
we will be aiming
looking
at
at games which are from outside India.
But very first 1-2 years will be
India.
Okay.
Yeah. So how's it going? You got good applications, good games.
We get so many applications with one simple LinkedIn post. Way before that itself, we have approached few guys. It's very overwhelming. Very happy. Many young students, whether it's IIT guys or lot of students are applied. Lot of pitches for us, and a lot of people doesn't know. We signed 4 games.
Nice.
Amazing games they are. You will be shocked to see a couple of games from that. And one is our own game itself.
Crazy. What is your game now?
So again, I'm revealing something new. Thought of actually revealing this at GDC in San Francisco. It's been 1 year working on it. It's kind of a sequel to Bombarika. It's Souls of Bombarika.
Wow. So it's basically the second part.
Yeah, it's not second part. It's something
It's
absolutely new.
Okay,
New, but same wavelengths with a proper story, lot of emotions, hell lot of mini boss fights between all the ghosts, different story. First time we were introducing Lord Yama and tint of Telugu.
Yeah.
In that we are throwing everything. That's what happened.
Super thrilled, man. Super thrilled to know.
Yes, you will be the one of the first guys to play that game also.
Dude, my pleasure. I'm curious about this name, 1312. How did you come to this name?
Okay, technically, Ravi and I, we think we are the greatest fathers of entire world. Whenever I go to a mall for that play area, he'll be there with his daughter. So we right away came with one simple number, which is our kids' birthdays.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's 13th is
13th.
Akira's and 12th is Arav's,
Akira is
Ravi's
Ravi's
daughter. So it's dates. We kept like 13, 12, one
Okay.
thing. That's what happened.
It looks catchy as well. Interesting, but interesting story behind it.
Yes. We didn't think much. At least for street lang games, it took me 1 month to think.
Yeah.
But this is like one fine night. Yes.
Damn. Crazy, bro. This is one thing that I don't know, or like I spoke about this being calm, and all. Like I wanted to know, are you like how do you remain sane in the chaos of this business, of multiple things? Like we are doing actually the IGDC stuff. It's all volunteer. We're always there. The ideations, the family. Are you spiritual? No. But then how do you actually maintain that saneness? You don't go insane with all this.
COVID changed me one thing. Two other things is in office I'll be sometimes furious. Right? I won't be calm. No one can be calm there.
Yeah.
But in my room, I'll tell my team, in my room, whatever happens in this room, once you go out of this room, you need to forget.
Yeah.
Not the words. The thing is, I'm talking to a developer,
the-
I'm talking to a designer or artist. Don't take it personal.
Yeah,
Take it to your
that is-
mind, don't take it to your heart.
Got it.
Right? Once I come out of this room, I'll be your brother. But in this particular room, I'm your boss. That's what some meetings I'll keep it in different room. Some meetings I'll keep it in the main big area. So I'll keep it that way. In my room means that is serious. People will be like, okay, something is happening. They'll all bring the books with the pens. They'll never write. They'll bring the books. Second thing is that when I go mad, I don't want to shout. I'll take a walk, 3-4 kilometers.
Okay.
I'll keep seeing people. I'll see a banana seller or any store seller or big building seller or some random guy, IT guy going and buy a car. They all have one responsibility is earn money, take care of their family and take care of what they have. From small to big, they all can do. Why can't you? Go back. Work, man. It's okay. It's a shitty day. Tomorrow morning, it'll be an amazing day. Go back. Just that one walk. I'll keep observing a lot of people. I just observe. That's it.
What a piece of advice, man. What a piece of advice.
I'm lazy at walking, but when I'm angry, I'll walk. Like,
Shit. Any so you spoke about your dad giving you, some life lessons. Mom giving you the same thing. Do you remember any meaningful advice that anybody gave you in your professional journey? One most meaningful advice.
there are so many people who gave me so many advice. I don't remember much. But engineering days, it was my first year. I had a facial accident.
Okay.
Because of that, I had 3 arrears. When I got good scores, no one cared a shit. When I got 3 arrears, I was like, bro, you got 3 arrears, you got 2 arrears. Like, first time I felt like very sad. Arey. Then, as those days when you have a small Virgin mobile, that days,
Yeah.
Nokia phone days. So I went into internet checking for sad quotes. So there I learned, one thing, a beautiful quote. Failure doesn't mean you lost or not losing. Failure is just a step, a hurdle you're going through. When you put a full stop, that means you're losing. You lost. You keep retrying.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Keep pushing. You'll have multiple failures. Not all failures are losing,
Yeah.
right? But when you stop, that's losing. Keep grinding.
Yeah.
That's like, I still use it, same thing. Now I'm talking about Bombarika. I made 100 plus games. I had 100 plus flops.
Yeah.
Every time I think it's failure. It's okay. I'll make one more awesome game.
Easy, man. Okay, before we wrap up, one piece of advice for the younger folks.
Be curious, right, on what you want to do or what's your team skill set or what you are. Be curious. Don't be judgmental. The moment you're judgmental, you're done and dusted. Don't be judgmental on your game or other studios, their games, or not your team or yourself. Don't be judgmental. Be curious. Don't be judgmental. Second advice is that be patient. It takes time. It took me 16 months, 13 days to earn my 1 rupee, not BEP. 1 rupee. 16 months I was patient. Don't rush. Don't rush to finish your game in this much. Don't fake promise people that like, I'll finish this game by that. Take your time. It's okay. 2 months extra, it's okay. Give the best quality.
Yeah.
Be patient. Don't rush. This is the couple of advices I can give from my end and my experiences, my learnings.
How does it feel to come to the other side of the, like, over the years, now being someone who is being looked at, like, now I see you talking to a lot of young founders, helping them with a lot of things, advices and all. How does that feel? Like, there's a major shift, right? From learning to now actually giving back to
The community.
How does that feel?
First of all, VAIBHAV is one of my mentors. People should know. There are a lot of mentors in my journey. Now, there are 6 to 7 companies where I mentored, became one of the big guys right now.
Yeah, I know.
I feel very proud in that. They still call me, even though they are making a lot of money than me and they got bigger investments, still they call me. Anna, Deepak Anna, naku advice kavali. Like, Bhaiya, I need this advice. Can you tell me?
Yeah.
They're going for investment round of some 1 million, 2 million. They'll ask me, they show me their pitch deck. Please give me that advice. So, in the last 2 years, it became more with the students, right? Somehow they're approaching me through LinkedIn. They're asking me for advices or internships. It's becoming higher. I feel privileged. I'm honored. Only thing I'm trying to do is that what I didn't get, I want to give them. Now it took me 10 years to come to this stage. I want that to happen in 2-3 years to those guys.
Yeah.
Fast forward. That's the only thing I'm trying to do.
Crazy, bro. Crazy story. It was damn fun having this conversation. Yes. And thank you for flying down from Hyderabad to Mumbai.
Any day for you, bro. Any day for you.
Thank you for coming, bro. It was damn fun.
Thank you.
If you reached to this part in the episode, I'm very sure you've liked the conversation that we had. If you like the video, please leave a like and start a conversation in the comment section below. We've also added the links to our guest in the description, so please do check out. Also, if you're finding this video or the channel for the first time, do consider subscribing to the channel because that will help us bring in more amazing guests on this podcast series. That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching the video.